PROTON training. Test set design.
In this training we are going to look at creating test sets. In PROTON, a test set is a special folder containing a group of related tests to be executed together. Test sets are created in the Test Lab module. The Test Lab has a folder structure reflecting the different types of testing we usually perform. I want to create a test set for functional testing, but first I want to create a subfolder. Subfolders can be useful for separating groups of functions or phases of testing. The naming of subfolders should be consistent throughout the project. Consult the Quality Manager for advice on organizing test sets. Now, with the folder selected, I click on the new test set icon. I need to enter a name for the test set, and this should follow a standard convention. If the test set is informal, where tests of any status can be executed, the format is I. Test set name. If the test set is formal, where only approved tests can be executed, the format is F. Date. Test set name. The date format should be year, month, day. The test set name must be unique within the folder where it is created, but not across the whole project. However, it is good practice to have formal test set names be unique across the project, so we use the date in the name to support this. By default, new test sets are informal, but we can change this after it has been created. Now the test set is created and the execution grid is displayed. This is where we add the tests we want to execute. On the right is a view of the test plan tree where I can select tests. To add a test, just click on it to select it and then click the Add Test arrow. PROTON will add the test to the execution grid. If a test has parameters, the actual values for these can be entered now. Normally, we leave these empty and allow the tester to add the values during the test execution. The test has been added to the test set, and I can close the test plan tree to see more details. Now I can see details related to the test and its execution. Before I am finished, I need to define the test set details, such as the type, formal or informal. Informal test sets are normally used for dry runs and screening. Both approved and unapproved tests can be executed. This means that tests executed in an informal test set are not usable for validation testing. Formal test sets are used for validation testing. Only approved tests can be executed in a formal test set. In addition to the type, we can add other information about the test set. This is optional. This test set is ready for execution, so I need to change the status before the tester can begin testing. With the test set status changed, the tests are ready for execution.
This is the end of test set design.